Nigeria fighting banditry with funds meant for infrastructure. UZODINMA, welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. The Imo State Governor Hope UZODINMA on Friday regretted that huge resources of the country, which ought to have been used for infrastructural projects, had been diverted to the fight against insecurity. The governor said this on Tuesday in Owerri while delivering his speech at an occasion marking Nigeria's 61 years independence anniversary, warning opposition politicians to stop sponsoring insecurity in the state. As part of the efforts to curb the menace, UZODINMA said his administration has spent 8 billion naira on youth empowerment and commended the President, Major General Muhammadu Buhari, retired, for fighting banditry in the country. He said, unfortunately, we have had to contend with reactionary elements who want to sabotage the nation for purely selfish and political considerations. The unrelenting activities of these elements manifesting in banditry, kidnapping, and other forms of criminality have been a setback to the progress and development of a nation. Trillions of naira would have been used for development is being wasted in fighting insurgency and criminality. This is why both the perpetrators and their sponsors should have a rethink so as to reduce the stranglehold on our economy and advancements. For us in the Southeast, we should use the question of independence to reevaluate the recent activities of our youths as they relate to our relationship with other Nigerians, our economic growth, and our future aspirations. As a people who suffer the devastating consequences of a 30-month civil war, reason demands that we should be extremely circumspect in the pursuit of our agenda. I have said repeatedly that we stand to benefit more in the united Nigeria where there is justice and equity, where justice and equity define our group existence. As a people who are everywhere in Nigeria, we need to remain agents of consolidation, not division and destruction. We cannot afford to suffer in our own country by our own actions or inactions what our people are suffering in Ghana and other African countries. Now this is facts. This is reality. The money that is being spent on insecurity, because I do not know how they're using this money according to them. Hope UZODINMA is saying he has spent 8 billion naira on youth empowerment, and I keep asking myself, if you have spent 8 billion naira on youth empowerment and the agitations are more in the Southeast, most especially in your state, then I do not think there's a question to be asked. You have to ask, who are the youth you sponsored? Where are they? Can they agree and attend to that? Now, looking at what he said again, that we have spent a lot. This is money that was supposed to be used for infrastructural projects. I agree with him. I totally agree. This money we keep spending on insecurity, they're enough to move us from level 10 at least to level 12 or 13. From at least we are going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or almost 10 steps ahead. But because we keep using these funds now to calm down the chaos, to pay ransom to kidnappers, to buy arms and ammunition, which I do not know if that is what it is used for. Because the Nigerian army are always complaining that they are always in shortage of arms and ammunition. They're always giving them old ones. So this is the reality. It is the reality. It is the reality. If we do not handle this issue once and for all this one they are saying that they have spent a lot. The thing is, you have spent a lot. How have you spent it? He's saying we should use the Independence Day to go back and rethink. The government themselves should have a rethink. If you are attacking this particular issue from one angle, this particular independence should be a day where you are going to say, okay, everybody bring your opinion. Let's see how we can attack it from another angle or another angle or another angle if this one doesn't work out. They should also have a rethink. What have they been doing that they've been doing wrong? What have they been doing that they have been doing wrong? It shouldn't just be the citizens the government should also go back, do their homework well, go back to the drawing board and come up with ideas that is going to end this menace once and for all. We cannot keep using, except they are going to tell me that they're enjoying it as it lasts. They can't keep using this insecurity to say, okay, tomorrow now they'll tell us they want to go and take funds. They want to borrow funds from another country. It is unheard of. And these monies we keep borrowing, we do not have, I am not sure that any plans are being made to pay them. It is almost coming to the end of this administration, and we have borrowed, our debt has tripled the former before this administration came in. And nothing is being said on how this money are going to be paid. All they know how to do is to borrow. And they borrow and they tell you that they're using it for this particular issue. But things keep getting worse. It keeps getting worse. I do not understand why things will get worse. Something is supposed to get better. You said you have spent money on it and you're still going to be spending money on it. Why don't you just spend the money and spend it rightly? Fight against banditry is the invention of northern oligarchs, not your people. You fail to mention that for reasons we all know anyways. Allow your people to push their own agenda too. Don't try to stifle them and expect them not to resort to violence. Nobody should misquote me, as I cannot advocate violent resolution. But do not beat the child and expect him not to cry. You did not handle this IPOP issue like a politician. You handled it like a class rep. Now, this is also true. This is true. This is true. What caused the violence in the society? We cannot keep saying we are fighting banditry, without looking for a root cause. And we cannot keep saying that these people, you do this to them, you did that to them, you deal with them. No. Without looking for the root cause. Once upon a time, in the southeast, there was peace. Once upon a time, in the southeast, there was calmness. You would hardly hear of this news. Now, all of a sudden, what happened? What happened was the marginalization increased, the unfairness increased. In fact, this sitting governor, as people claim, according to the information getting to us, was not voted in for. His people are not in any way support of him. His people are not in any way support of him. The only unelected governor in Nigeria, alias Supreme Court governor. Exactly. Now, you keep imposing things on these people. You keep marginalizing them. You keep doing all sort of things against them. You cannot beat a child and expect the child not to cry. And you cannot beat a child every day and he's crying. One day he will fight back. And this is the fighting back now we are seeing. This is the excuse for lack of accountability in governance, especially when you never believe you could govern a whole state. True. It is a wonderful excuse saying they're using banditry. I mean, the fund they're using for banditry is for infrastructure. But the money is also available. Let us not forget the information got to us today that a certain governor aspirant of Anambra State came out to say that due to the sit-at-home orders by the IPOB, that the state is using 19.6 billion naira. Let us not forget. Sometimes I do not know. They say things and they think the people they are talking to, they don't keep record of what they say. Or they think anything they like, they say, just to speak. You just speak when you want to. Without putting into consideration people's feelings. I have said it before. People that have not walked in your shoes, they will never know what you're feeling. But that you have not walked in somebody's shoes. Haven't you been close to somebody walking in those kind of shoes? Somebody lost their loved one to banditry. Somebody lost their father due to terrorism. Somebody lost this. Somebody lost an arm. Somebody lost this. Have you not been able to feel human in that kind of situation? To psychologically be on the same level with that person's pain? And you are saying banditry, the fund. Okay, fine. We are not going to dispute that it is part of the funds. Part of the funds are being yes. But